In finance, the rule of 114 is used to estimate the number of years it will take for an investment to triple based on the annual interest rate. So here's the rule. We say that N, the number of years it takes to triple, is equal to 114 divided by R, where R is the annual interest rate, and we write this as a whole number, not as a decimal when we're using this formula. So let's take a look at an example. It says, using the rule of 114, how long will it take for an investment of $10,000 to triple and an account that has an annual interest rate of 5%. So we're told that our annual interest rate is 5%. So according to the rule of 72, we would say that N, the number of years it takes to triple, will just be equal to 114 divided by 5. So notice we're writing the annual interest rate as a whole number, just as 5 instead of as a decimal. So if you do 114 divided by 5, that turns out to be 22.8, and our units would be years. So, according to the rule of 114, we would estimate that it takes 22.8 years for $10,000 to triple in an account that has an annual interest rate of 5%. Now, suppose instead that you had an annual interest rate of 7%. Then the rule of 114 says the time it takes to triple will be 114 divided by 7. That turns out to be about 16.29 years. So we'll notice that as we increase the interest rate, the time that it takes to triple becomes less. And that should make sense because when you have a higher interest rate, your money is growing at a faster rate, so it should take less time for your money to triple. Or even consider if the interest rate was 9%. In that case, the time it takes to triple would be 114 divided by 9. That turns out to be about 12.6 years. So as we continue to increase the interest rate, the time that it takes for the investment to triple becomes lower. Now, it's worth noting that there is a formula you can use to find the exact amount of time that it will take for an investment to triple, and that formula is the natural log of 3 divided by the natural log of 1 plus R, where R is the annual interest rate as a decimal. So for example, if we took 5% as our annual interest rate, as a decimal that's 0.05. So if we plug that into this formula, we would get the natural log of 3 divided by the natural log of 1.05. If you punch this into a calculator, you get about 22.52. So that's the exact number of years that it would take for an investment to triple using a 5% interest rate, which we can see is pretty close to our estimate of 22.8 years. So we can see that the rule of 114 does a pretty good job of estimating how long it will actually take for an investment to triple.